Northwood, Maine. A town so small the police blotter reads like a grocery list. Lost dog, noise complaint. Someone's kid broke a window again. But on the night of February 1 SD, Northwood stopped being harmless. Olivia Vance, 34, nurse, dependable, the kind of person people only appreciate after she's gone, clocked out her shift at 11:42 p.m. She never made it home. At 6:13 a.m. the next morning, a snowplow operator spotted her car on Lakeside Road 9. Driver's door hanging open. Headlights are still draining the battery. Her purse, phone, and ID exactly where she left them. If this was a kidnapping, it was the sloppiest one on record. If it was a robbery, the thief walked away without taking a single thing. And if it was voluntary, nobody voluntarily vanishes mid-headlight beam with their life, sitting in the front seat. This scene didn't make sense. And cases that don't make sense are the ones that end ugly. Investigators tore through her life. Nothing. No fights. No debt collectors. No creepy ex. But buried in her phone logs was the first crack in the town's friendly facade. Repeated late-night calls to a contact saved as Dr. D. Dr. Damon Keller. Polished, respected, married, the kind of doctor small towns brag about having. Keller insisted it was professional. Audrey Keller, his wife, wasn't buying it. She told detectives she'd seen Olivia's car parked outside their home more than once. Northwood just got its first real motive. But the motive isn't evidence. And without evidence, cases rot. For 13 days, Northwood held its breath. Then a snowmobiler walked into the sheriff's office looking like he'd seen the devil himself. He found a shallow grave near the abandoned logging trails. Inside, Olivia Vance, wrapped in a hospital bedsheet. Blunt force trauma, one decisive, and rage strike. But the real bombshell wasn't the body. It was what was buried beside it. A hospital ID badge. Not Olivia's. Not Dr. Keller's. Audrey Keller's. When detectives dropped it on the table in front of her, Audrey didn't fight, didn't deny, didn't even pretend. She followed Olivia that night. She confronted her. A screaming match. An icepick. A split second of blind rage that turned into a homicide and a burial conducted by flashlight. This wasn't a stranger lurking in the dark. It wasn't a highway killer or a traveling predator. It was a woman who lived in the nice two-story house with the perfect flower beds. Audrey Keller was convicted of second-degree murder and sentenced to 28 years. Damon packed up and left a town that once put him on a pedestal. And Northwood, it didn't go back to normal. It couldn't. Not after learning that the biggest threat didn't come from the outside world. It came from a marriage collapsing from the inside. Today, a faded bench outside Northwood Community Hospital bears Olivia Vance's name. A quiet reminder that in small towns, the danger isn't what you don't know. It's what you think you do.